Welcome back to the Boys for Life podcast, episode 19.
19.
Wow. What'd you say, sophomore in college?
Yeah.
Wow.
Our podcast is going into what, sophomore year of college?
We are
18 in freshman year, sophomore 19.
We're growing up, dude.
We are growing up.
We're
Right
growing
before
up,
our
man.
eyes.
And we're here, man. And we're here. It's a brisk November night here in the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois.
It's get kind of chilly.
Bro, it was like
early
50 degrees and it dropped to like 30 in the matter of 2 hours today.
No, seriously. I was down in the city.
Uh-huh.
I was rocking short sleeves, and we walked into a meeting, and it felt great. And by the time we walked out, like an hour later, I was like, holy fuck, like it's windy as fuck. And I'm sorry, I'm like swearing so much for no reason, bro. It's been a long day.
No, you're
But I was
good.
like, it's so windy and cold. I was like, I hate this. I think, honestly, part of it is the daylight savings, because I was telling her, shout out Tina.
Shout out Tina,
before
baby.
the pod, that the sun is going down, obviously, sooner. It's getting darker sooner. So then all that sunlight and all that kind of stuff, like quote unquote sunlight and heat, is going away sooner.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, because we looked at the forecast, and the rest of the week looks kind of mid, but I think these are going to be like the final, quote unquote, again, nice weeks of the year, which is crazy. This year is flying by. We're what, 2 weeks from Thanksgiving?
Bro, what? Almost a week and a half, bro. It's 2 weeks from Thursday.
Weeks.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks, bro. It's honestly though, it's probably good that it got dark early and then temperature got cold, because probably couldn't see your nips, bro.
Couldn't see my nips?
Crispy nips, bro. I got too cold out there. A tight shirt.
Well, I was wearing a nice shirt from H&M.
I already know.
I don't know if you could see my nips, but I mean, I look good.
I already know, bro.
I dressed,
Dressed to impress, you know?
Yeah, the outfit was clean. But what is going on, dude?
Yeah, bro.
You had an interesting morning.
Interesting morning is...
Pop,
Wow.
like some popcorn.
Wow, popcorn is right, dude. So just for the people, our listeners, so every Tuesday morning I play basketball, Tuesdays and Fridays. And this morning was out there. We were playing well. I mean, this is like game 3. We try to get like sometimes 3 to 5 games, depending on how quick they go. Today was a quicker game. They were going really fast. And third game in, I'm running. I don't know if our team scored. I'm like backpedaling to go back play defense, and I take a step and pop. Freaking calf just popped, dude. It was not good.
Painful.
Not good, bro. But here's the thing. It wasn't like a major pop. It was enough of a pop to like, oh shit, like scare me.
Like you felt it?
Like
you're
I felt it.
something
Oh
didn't
shit.
feel right?
Yeah, it felt really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I went to after we finished the game, because we scored the game-winning point like next possession going down to score.
Yeah.
And I go out to get a quick sip, and I use my my therapy gun just like to loosen up some of the tissue in there.
Yeah.
Beat it up, bro. And sorry. and I'm like really slap happy now.
I'm really slap happy right now, dude. I'm so sorry.
This could be a dangerous episode,
so
everybody.
You used the Theragun to try to like actually get into the calf and kind of like, maybe it's a knot, maybe we'll work it out.
Loosen it up a little bit, and and it was, I mean, I felt better. It did feel better, but it was just like I had all the adrenaline going. The muscles already loosened up. I just kept pushing through, and like I was okay. Games 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I feel it. A couple of times I had to like burst to give us some acceleration. I had a couple steals, couple open layups there.
Let's go.
And
do your thing, Colt.
Do your thing, Colt. I need that, bro.
You need
one
that.
of those.
You need that.
But after we're done, I'm like, dude, this is like not feeling good. I'm stretching out a little bit,
100%.
trying to not let things tighten up. And I get in the car and I drive back home. About like 10, 12 minutes go by. And I get out. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's not feeling right.
It's tight.
Adrenaline
super
had worn
tight.
off. Like blood flow was kind of, your heart rate had settled.
Yeah.
Your body was like, yeah, something's up with this calf.
It was not good.
The calf.
The calf is done.
Yeah.
Kristen Cavallari done.
How's it feeling now?
Feeling good, bro.
Actually?
It's feeling okay. And I think it's because the adrenaline from today. I went to my chiro. We did some, you ever do like red laser therapy?
I've heard of it. I've never personally done it, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, I've done it on my knee and now on my calf. Actually, it's feeling loosened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's not like in like the main tissue of like the calf.
Yeah, where is
I'm not going to go like scientific, technical terms that I don't even know.
Yeah.
But it's like right where like the lower part of my calf and like part of my Achilles kind of meets.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like really like deep into it's really deep. Yeah. So it's like when they were pressing around with it, it wasn't sensitive to touch.
Yeah.
But when I stretched, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I
you can feel
it,
it.
dude, right behind
it's like the
the
inner
knee.
fibers.
Yes.
All the way in there.
Yeah. It was
It's like the middle of the burrito. It's not on the tortilla,
Bro.
but it's like the middle of the burrito.
yes, nice and warm in there.
You could tell
you know
that
what I mean?
I'm hungry.
I know, dude.
But no, that's crazy, dude. So like, do you think you'll be able to continue like working out and playing, or is it something that you're going to kind of chill and pause?
Yeah, I'm gonna chill basketball for a bit. Probably gonna chill for probably this week, and I'll reassess next week.
You know
but,
what sucks is I was probably like looking at my calendar. I was going to say maybe I could get out there on Friday.
Oh my god, dude! No,
Maybe.
don't do it. Don't tease
I've
me.
been so busy, dude, and I haven't been able to make basketball, which honestly
know.
sucks.
Yeah.
But Friday, actually, never mind.
Okay,
I
good.
don't think I'll be able to.
Probably a good thing this kind of happened when it did.
Maybe actually, if you go on Friday, maybe
This
I'll go.
guy over here, I'm not
But-
going Friday, bro. I'm telling you
Okay,
right now.
then
I'm
I'm not
not
gonna go on
going.
Friday.
I'm going to wait till next week. I want to be smart with it. We're getting older. We got to
Yeah, listen to your body.
recover, recover,
Yeah.
rejuvenate, Shackley, right? We
Shackley.
got to make
Rest-
sure we're
yeah,
taking
rest,
care.
rejuvenation, Shackley.
Yeah, but yeah, so that was the start to my morning, and had another busy day, but
Yeah.
we're here. We're here.
You were stressed with work. What's going on?
It's just a lot, bro. It's a time of the year. I have a lot of reevals, and it's just a lot of paperwork.
Yeah,
And I'm just
I bet it is.
coasting through right
It's
now.
kind of
hard.
funny, right? So I was having this conversation coming back from the city, just because today was kind of a stressful day for me as well, right? And so I'd called my mentor, and we hadn't connected, honestly, in like a couple months. Like he's been kind of doing his thing, and I've been busy, obviously, since I started my new job. And we were just kind of talking. He was like, "How's everything going?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm fucking stressed." But I was like, it's all about your perspective and how you look at it. Because like before I had this opportunity, after everything that happened with my previous job, I was a different stressed. Stressed of more like anxiety, worrying about the future and getting a new position and kind of getting quote unquote back on my feet and figuring things out, to now it's stress of a new job and wanting to perform and things like that. So it's like with this stress that I now have, also comes a sense of gratitude that God blessed me with this opportunity, right? That I wanted so bad and that I was kind of yearning for. So it's all about your perspective and how you view it. And of course, like we're going to go through these ruts and this roller coaster and of emotions, but sometimes you have to always try to find that light inside of it, right? And just hearing myself say that to him, I kind of was digesting it again, through my ears.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like you do still have to be grateful, even for the times that you are stressed.
Right.
Like your position right now, you might be kind of stressed. It's a really busy time with work, but it's like, damn, there's a lot of people out there that, maybe aren't in a great financial situation, or they're looking for a new job or another opportunity. So it's like we have to count our blessings. You know what I mean? Which is crazy, because a lot of the times the things that we take for granted, like other people would die for.
Well, bro, I mean, I'll share the story. This literally happened today, and it's not a student I work with, but a student at our school, and they, tough times at home. I mean, really tough times. The home situation, aunt's taking care of the student. Aunt doesn't want the student.
Yeah.
DCFS had to come today.
Oh my goodness.
And actually
to the
school
house?
and took the student.
Jeez.
Because mom didn't want her, or aunt didn't want her anymore.
Dude, that's sad as fuck.
It is extremely sad. So, I mean, that right there just made me count my blessings that life is good.
Life is good.
Friendships are good. Relationships are good. Family's good.
Yeah.
Boys are
healthy, good, straight. We're good.
Great. And this poor girl, 13, 14 years old, has no idea where she's going.
Exactly.
Is she going to a foster home?
In a very pivotal time in her life, she doesn't have that support and that love like at home that she needs.
It's so sad.
It's so sad, dude.
It is sad. So as much as we want to bitch and complain and play victim, which it's easy to do.
To fall into that.
For sure. But that's not what we're going to do. We may have a glimpse of that for a second, and then we're like, okay, let's get back on track. Why are we here? What's our purpose? What's our why? And boom, boys are back.
Exactly.
But it's not easy though.
Like, listen, we're all humans.
easy.
Sometimes you get caught in that slump, and sometimes you kind of go down that downward spiral and that downhill. But like we've always talked about, you have to try to turn that ship around as soon as you can.
Right.
Right. Because like I said, like, whatever it is, you're stressed now, but like think back, 3-4 months or whatever, what have you, and you're in a different situation, and you've been looking for this, and you've been praying for this, and all that kind of stuff, man. God is good.
God is great, man.
God is great.
God is great. Blessed us in a lot of ways lately, and He's going to continue to bless us.
Ways.
I'm excited, man.
When is the last time? This is really random, but this is kind of in part of what you said before we got kind of serious. You said you're in a really slap happy mood.
Yeah.
When's the last time that you've really gotten like the laughies and had like a laughing attack? I almost died last night.
I'm looking at Tina, and she's got a smirk on her face. I feel like it was honestly recently, bro. I would say within the last month. There's spurts where I just out of nowhere. I
almost just got one a minute ago.
Well, I almost got earlier, and then we had to look away from each other for a minute because that's the thing, though. When you're slap happy, you make eye contact with someone who's maybe also slap happy.
Exactly.
You're done.
I don't know what it was last night. One of my friends that I met in Denver that works with Cynosure, his name's Jonathan. Shout out Jay Butt. And that's
no, I know. Sorry.
Jay Butt. Jonathan Buto Butto. My bad if I'm mispronouncing that. If he's listening to this,
love it.
But I was on the phone with him, and I was driving to Portillo's, and we were just talking about something, and we just started dying laughing. And I could hear him wheezing, and it was one of those things where it's like I say something, and we start laughing, and then he says something, and we start laughing more and more. And I was driving.
Oh, God.
And I literally was telling him, like, bro, please stop. Like, I can't breathe. There was cars everywhere. Like, for 10 minutes.
You got to hang up the phone at that point.
No,
you got to hang up.
I tried opening the sunroof and opening the window, getting some fresh air in, and I could not stop laughing. And I was looking back on it, and I was talking with him about it, and I was like, dude, I haven't laughed that hard in so long. Like, I love laughing.
Need to, bro.
You need to.
You really do.
That emotion of a real laughter, right? Because I feel like I have 4 different kinds of laughs. Like, I'll laugh, chuckle if something's funny. I'll have a fake laugh.
Totally.
I'll have a real laugh, and then I'll have my ugly laugh that's I can't control it. The real, from the bottom of your stomach laughing, and it's I haven't done that in so long, and it felt so good.
Yeah, dude.
Life is good.
When you have those moments, it's
the small things in life that I've realized, bro.
Nothing matters except for just laughing at someone saying poop or something like that.
Something like
something stupid. You know what I mean?
Just something goofy, and then you go into a downward spiral, and it's just it's so funny.
It is. Those moments are far few in between, but we do need those a lot more.
Yeah,
I really do. I really appreciate those, and I feel like this too, bro. Excuse me. Kind of segue here. I mean, last weekend for Halloween weekend, I feel like we kind of had a little bit of those. A little bit of those moments with everyone. And,
we did.
Christina can vouch for this too. But after you met Nacho, and we'll dive into who Nacho is in a second here. Shout out Nach. But I was just the way that you were saying Nach and Nacho, and you didn't know who he was, and it was just the interaction with that. I was just like, I would be laughing for no reason, and Christina's like, what is going on? I'm like, I just can't stop thinking of Jeffrey saying Nacho. Or Jamaica. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't... Dude, that was a fun night.
It was a really fun night. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for hosting. That was always a blast.
100%, bro.
We ended up in downtown St. Charles, got our Bezos.
Wanted to go out, too. We went out.
Murked those subs, and we popped out. Yeah.
Bro.
Cosmo. Wanda.
Superman.
Big suit, baby.
Wow.
Miles Morales.
Dude, how much do you bench, bro?
No, not Miles Morales. I tweaked out on that. But I was the blacks. Dude, that one guy at Alley 64 was getting furious. He's like, Superman's not black. I'm like, it's Halloween. Dude, you dress up as whatever you want.
Wasn't he a construction worker?
Yeah, he was really getting aggravated. I was like, whatever you're on, I don't want that.
Bro, dude. Why? What?
Yeah,
for what?
He was
looking
actually
for
trying to
something.
get in my face. I was like, you need to chill.
Dude, I got to tell you, she doesn't know. She knows where I'm going with this, but you don't know this, bro. When we went to Bezos, when I said, hey, how much do you bench?
Yeah.
The guys were trying to fuck with you a little bit. She was pissed.
Oh, I remember in the car she was pissed.
She was mad, and I'm like, bro, I was like, babe, he's fine. It's all good.
It's all good.
He's good.
It's all good.
He knows what's going on.
You saw I know how to handle it.
I knew exactly.
Not enough.
I knew exactly what was going on.
Not enough.
And NAs, bro. That's what I'm saying. And it was
that was a great night though.
It was a fun night. I mean, so just to kind of recap, so I had people over for Halloween weekend. I was not sure what was going to happen. We were usually Toth has a big Halloween bash.
Yeah.
And his brother's out of town, and he moved. He moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
And he's the one that usually sets it up. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Let's have some people over. A lot of Christina's friends are back in town.
Yeah.
We got Bernie. We got Jeffrey here. We got even her friend Anna from Chicago came out, which is really cool. So we had a good group, probably 10, 12 of us.
Yeah.
Playing games out
really
in
good
the garage.
Energy and good vibes.
Great energy.
It always is.
And we had a couple guys and down for the count, and Nacho and Jamaica were down for the count.
They were down for the count.
They were down for the count. And it was time. It was time for them to end their night.
Yeah.
End their night.
So let's preface this real quick. So the reason why we were calling him Nacho is because the guy was dressed up as the main character from the movie Nacho Libre.
Great movie.
Which I've never seen. Still to this day I haven't.
I've seen. It's been a minute, dude. You will
You think I love it?
Watch it. It's funny. It's
when
dumb
I
humor.
had met him, I was like, I love your costume, and I don't know why it looks familiar, but I don't know what it is. And then he had explained it, and he told me his name and everything, and he's like, do you want my stage name or like my costume name or whatever? And he had told me. And then fast forward 10 minutes later, after I'd already met everybody, I forgot his name. So I just started calling him Nacho. And it wasn't anything as like disrespectful. I'm just like, yo, Nacho. Like, my boy Nacho was good, you know?
Hang on. I got to take a second here, bro. It's so funny.
And the other guy, the Jamaica, so was that his wife or his girlfriend?
His wife, yeah.
His wife, they were dressed up as like travelers, right? They had the suntan lotion on their nose and like beach shirts, and they looked like tourists, right? And I had asked him when we were playing, one of the drinking games, I was like, where are we going? You're travelers, like, where are we going? And he said, oh, we're going to Jamaica. And then I forgot his name, and I was just like, started calling him Jamaica, And it was all love, and it was really funny because we had, a little bit of the devil's lettuce. The guys were kind of partaking in it, and he was definitely pretty stoned. And I was like, yo, Jamaica.
I was like, what?
And he was just getting into those chips. And I was like, my boy is not in Jamaica. He is on Mars right now. He is in another nebula.
Oh, my God. Jamaica. It was a fun night, bro.
Great night. Really fun night.
Dude, we went to Alley, and it was packed, though.
Almost didn't come.
I know. Okay, yeah, let's backtrack. Sorry, I'm like all over the place right now.
It's all good. It's one of those nights.
It's one of those nights.
Long
We're
days.
sorry.
We just want to jump on the mic. So here we go. Let's preface this, right?
Yeah, so, okay, let's backtrack here. So an hour before, Jeffrey and I were Snapchatting. He was like, okay, so let's backtrack a little bit more. So we got to give some... Let's
go all the way back. Okay, people were coming over at like 7. Yeah. Let's go back to the conversation we had at like 4.
Yeah, okay. That's exactly where I was going. I was going right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So Jeffrey and I were talking, and he didn't have a costume. He had one from last year. It was a beach babe.
The Baywatch.
Baywatch.
Yep,
Baywatch. And he couldn't find it. He moved. He was trying to figure out where he put it, and he's like, okay.
I couldn't find it for the life of me.
Couldn't.
And
I was like, bro, maybe it's at your dad's house. So his plan was this. He just got done work, or he's going to go work out.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, Colt, I'm going to go to Pops' house. I'm going to go see if it's there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there. So he calls me. He's like, all right, I'm going to go to Party City. Right? It was a Party City?
I was like, I'm going to go to Target.
Target first. Yeah, Target.
I was like, I'm going to go to Target. And I was
Right
like, I'm going to look for a costume because it was right next to my dad's. Mm-hmm. And I was like, honestly, bro, I was like, I'm kind of tired. I didn't even really want to go out that night. And I was like, if Target doesn't have a costume, dude, like, it's probably not in the cards. I go into Target. Selection is really small.
Thin.
Yeah, thin.
Paper thin.
No costume. Go out to my car, call you, and I'm like, bro, no costume. I was like, I'm really sorry, dude. Like, I was like, I just don't think it's going to be in the cards. And I was like, now that it's in my head, I really want to, but I have no costume. It's already at this point like 5:30. I was like, I really want to work out. People are coming over soon. I was like, I don't think it's going to happen. And then you had mentioned something about getting the Halloween decorations at like Halloween City or something like that.
Party City or whatever.
Halloween City or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remembered where I got the costume last year, and I was like, okay, like, the baseball rule, 3 strikes, you're out. Like, this is strike 2. I was like, let me just look on the website, okay? And the first thing that I saw when I went to like adult male costumes was the Spider-Man costume. And I was like, bro, if they had this, I'll pull up. I don't care if it's $80. I'm buying this because the suit is sick.
Yeah.
And I'm showing up.
Yeah.
And so I'm driving home. Only the people from the area are going to know geographically what I'm talking about. But I was driving down Winfield Road, and in order to go to the gym, I have to go by my place. And in order to go to Halloween City, I have to go by my place. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop at home. I was like, I'm going to do one last look because knowing my luck, I would go buy the Halloween costume. And at most of the Halloween places, right, they don't do returns. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what? I'm going to spend $60, $70 on a costume, come home, and then I'm going to find my original costume, right? And I'm going to be SOL. Like at that point, it would have just been what it is. But I was like, I'm going to stop by at home, grab my gym stuff, do one final look for my costume. If I can't find it, I'm going to go work out, grab my costume, come home, shower, and come, right? Mm-hmm. And so I go home, and I'm just like looking through all my stuff. I'm looking for another like 15, 20 minutes. I'm checking everything, bins, looking bags, deep. Whatever, deep. And I can't find it. And I remember I'm like looking at the clock. I'm like, I still got to go work out. I'm tired. I need to eat. I'm getting a headache. And I texted you, and I was like, bro, like, it ain't happening. My bad. Like,
it ain't coming. Like, damn.
At this point, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so little does he know, my roommate who's upstairs right now came in with the most clutch play of the year.
Wow.
And he's like, what are you looking for? Like, and I'm in our third bedroom, which is like the computer room. So he's playing PC. He's locked in. He's playing Overwatch or some shit. And I'm like looking in the closet that's in that room. He's like, what are you looking for? I'm like, dude, I can't find my costume. He's like, the Baywatch one? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I have a Superman costume. And I like sat up. I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, I have a Superman costume with the cape. I was like, let me see if I have. He's like, let me see if I have it. He goes into his room, comes back with the Superman Man of Steel Henry Cavill costume with the big cape. And I was like, well, he's a little bit bigger than me too. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, damn. I was like, is this even gonna fit me? Put it on, fit like a glove.
Snug.
I Snapchatted Colton and I said, damn, bro, like no costume. Like I don't think I'm gonna make it tonight. I go to the gym, come back, shower, whatever, get ready. Next thing you know, Superman comes fucking walking into the garage, baby. Like teed up.
Made an appearance. Made an appearance. And I was like, oh my, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I checked my phone and he called me 2 minutes before. We were playing games in the garage so he could hear everything that was going on. And then he snapped me like an hour before. I didn't even see it. And he's like, bro, did you check your snap? I'm like, no, like what's going on? And I was like, oh, now it makes sense. And this,
and it ended up becoming a very fun night. And I'm really happy because I was like really close to not going out.
I know, bro. And it was an awesome night. We had a great time. Great time.
Sometimes you need it. I don't go out often.
I know.
But I feel like the times I'm very selective with when I go out and who I go out with. That was definitely the right choice that night.
That was a fun night.
Yeah.
That was a great night.
It ended up turning into a pretty late night. But
so I've heard.
Yeah. It ended up, I mean, I can't, dude. I don't know what it is. It's like growing up, I can't do those late nights anymore, even if I'm sober. Like if the 3 o'clock hits, 4 o'clock, especially 5 o'clock hits, it's way too late for me. The next day I'm just completely thrown off or whatever. So, but it was worth it.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Fun.
Well, that's how we were too. It was like we didn't go to bed till like 2:30. That's the latest I've been up in
a minute.
A minute.
Yeah.
I woke up at naturally 6:30. Right, I'm an early riser, and I got out of bed at like 7:30 or 8, and I was like, I had like full of energy.
Yeah.
And then
like
the crash
hits. Yeah.
1 o'clock
hits.
10 a.m. hits, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I crashed.
Take a nap.
Oh, it was terrible, but great night. Worth every second of it. Worth every memory of that night.
Yeah.
Great night.
I'll never forget. How much do you bench? Not enough.
Oh my God, that was awesome. That was so funny. I'm like, all right, like they were young. Like they were young, just trying to get aroused out of Jeffrey.
How much you bench? Not enough, man.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, man.
Don't worry about it. I got 2 subs. I'm hitting the gym tomorrow. Come
we
live.
just dipped.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope everybody that's listening had a great Halloween weekend.
I do too, and a safe Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Too.
Because I'm like Wilson and all the boys, they were down in Chicago and they wanted me to come to like BT. Brandon Torres was having a party, but it's like, dude, the city is just a mission.
It's a lot. It's a
mission.
It's a whole event. It really is. Like you got to drive down there, you got to park, you stay the night. Like it becomes a lot.
It really is.
You know, luckily I had some fun times with Christina when she lived down there, so it was nice. But like if you don't have someone that like lives down there and it's like not a party like what you went to, it just becomes a lot.
It's like, what are you doing?
Who's staying? Where you staying? Am I sleeping on the couch? Am I sleeping in a bed?
Sleeping on the couch or sleeping on the floor?
Right. Like what's going on here? That's just like it's a lot. But
it is.
You know what, dude? We had a great weekend, which I loved. It was a blast, bro. Especially when you came in and surprised me. I was like, oh my God, this man's here.
Superman is here. I told you on the phone.
I know.
When I had left Target, I said, like, the only way I'm pulling up tonight now, because I get really hyper focused on things. You know this.
I know.
I was like, the only way that I'm pulling up tonight is as a superhero.
That's it.
Because I really wanted that the Spider-Man one, and then they had another one there. I forget what it was, but I was like, I need to get something. And then right when he said Superman, Man of Steel, who used to be my favorite superhero, now it's Spider-Man, but superhero or Spider-Man, Superman. It's been a fucking day.
It's a day, bro.
It's been a day, right?
Here we go.
Superman. Like right when he said that, it was game over.
It's over. Yeah. Oh my God.
My mind is scrambled eggs. I could go for a skillet right now.
I do. I could go for something too. You know, I mean, I think before we kind of transition to food, I think I want to give our viewers a little bit of a preview in some sense of kind of what's to come.
Yes.
Because we were talking before we hopped on, is that we got some more guests in the pipeline.
We got some more guests lined up.
And I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm very excited. I've been talking to I got to talk to you and we'll talk after, but I got like 2 other people already like clocked in.
Like ready to go? Really? Okay.
So we got
really
more
exciting.
people. We got a lot of people. So things are coming with the guests. We really, I mean, it's just fun. I mean, hearing people's stories.
Yeah.
I mean, just going back.
Different perspectives is huge.
Dude, it's amazing. And I think we've had 3, maybe 4. We had 3 guests so far.
Yeah.
And I've learned so much about every single one of our guests.
Every single one of them.
And I know what we have, like what's to come. We're just going to learn so much more about people's stories, adversity they have overcome.
Oh, 100%.
What was their childhood like growing up, which is really unique and I don't think talked about enough.
It's not.
We talked about it. It's not talked about enough.
It's not talked about enough.
We need to dive deeper into that.
And it's really funny that you mentioned that because I was talking with my dad on the phone earlier, and he was like, honestly, when I was looking at the one that dropped, the episode that dropped last week, which was the Sean Reimer one, he was like, honestly, like looking at the description, he's like, I didn't really know if I was going to listen to it. He's like, obviously, he's like, I don't think I recognize the name. And then it, put in the blurb about, he opened for DJ Pauly D or Steve Aoki. He's like, I'm not going to know anything about this. He's like, I just don't know if this episode is going to pertain to me. And my dad's listened to every single episode.
Shout out
and
Pops.
He's like, shout out Pops. Love him. But he was like, I'm really happy that I did because he was like, it wasn't what I was expecting because we dove so deep into Sean's upbringing and his family and his life experiences. He was like, you guys didn't even get into the DJ aspect of things until like 90% into the episode.
I know.
And he was like, I really enjoyed the conversation and in depth. And he was like, there's a lot of things that you guys talked about that resonated with me from like a family aspect and made me think about, my childhood and my brothers and all that kind of stuff. And so I really like bringing on the guests because we do dive deep. And it, like I said, it adds additional perspectives and different people's stories and things like that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And as you are, I'm always out there continuously sharing the pod and I'm having people listen to it. And I've been getting a lot of great feedback.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to this girl, just my friend. I want
Didn't say anything, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't say anything crazy, but I just wanted to leave that there, right? As of right now, she's just my friend.
Yeah.
But she was asking because I told her that we were getting ready to do a podcast this week, and she's like, "Oh, you have a podcast? Like, what's this? What's it about, and all that kind of stuff." So I'd kind of given her a background of the normal spiel that we tell people. We cover overcoming adversity and motivation, health and wellness, and mental health, and all this kind of stuff. And then so as most females do that listen to the show, they always gravitate towards, I think it's episode 4 or 5, which is the sticky relationships.
Great episode. Yep.
Great episode.
Love that episode.
And I actually went back and listened to it again last night because we were talking about it. But she listened to it yesterday and she's like, damn, like you guys actually have really good, points that you're making. She was like, both of you have really good like radio voices that are soothing. And she's like, I'm actually impressed. So it's like when we get that positive affirmation, it just feels good.
It does feel really good.
It feels good.
And that we appreciate that because it's like there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. And it's good. It's good to get a compliment every now and then. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we have to. I mean, that's how you make people feel good.
Yeah,
we all need that every once in a while. 100%. Just being kind and giving credit where credit's due. So whoever you are, mystery woman, we appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Jay Butt listened to the podcast too, and he's like, "Damn, like this is actually good."
Jay Butt, I appreciate you, bro. I really do. The boy,
Jabooty,
the boy.
So he lives out in North Carolina.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I love North Carolina.
He's out on the East Coast, and it would be awesome to get him on a podcast. So he's super extra, super gay.
Yeah.
The dopest dude, so much energy.
Love it.
Absolutely love it.
Good.
It would be a blast to get him on here.
Oh my God.
We would literally laugh so much.
Oh my God.
He calls me CBT.
Why did he call you CBT?
I'm not allowed to say. It's nothing sexual, nothing weird.
No,
it's funny.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, okay.
It's
wow,
funny.
CBT.
It's funny.
CBT. I can't. I want to call you that.
It's a funny nickname, man, and it's stuck.
Wow, it's a great nickname.
It is a great nickname. CBT. He calls me that because he calls me like a big meat cleaver. Right?
Yeah.
Because he's like, you're so big. He's like, how do you eat so much? How do you lift so much? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Bro? How much you bench?
He's awesome though, because I had. Yeah, I'm not even going to that.
My bad, bro.
He's awesome, dude. So I would love to get him on the podcast, but he's obviously far. He's awesome. So, but we've just been getting a lot of like positive feedback and affirmations on the show, which I love.
Yeah.
I know that more and more people are listening. We have a lot of consistent viewers. I know, shout out just to name a couple, Jordan Bobo.
Bobo, yeah, I've been seeing him on the. Yep, he's
Jordan
been showing
Bobo,
love.
He shows love. He listens to it. I don't know. I've known this dude for a long time now. I can't even get him to add me back on Snap.
Sad.
That's bogus as fuck. Like
your homie, supposed to be your homie.
Yeah, my homie.
Come on,
right?
bro.
I seen him pop up on the following tab.
Wow.
And he's at the Patriots game. I'm like, damn, couldn't even add me back. And he's gonna hear this.
He's gonna listen
every week. A couple other people that I've made friends with at the gym that listen every week. It's just people are here, man. They're listening, and that's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Like we talked about at the very beginning, I don't care if it's 5 or 500. I would rather have 500 like ride or die listeners that tune in every week
100%.
that are invested in this than 500 people that are coming for an episode or two and wishy-washy. As long as we're impacting hopefully at least 1 or 2 people every single week, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
And it's like even if you're stressed out and we come on here and we talk about goofy stuff and it's kind of light and it's not too deep, but you're able to at least escape from reality for a little bit and laugh with us and sit with us and listen to us, that's great. Or we can also dive deep and give you some mental nuggets.
choice is yours.
Yeah.
Which is cool, which I like.
It's really funny. I don't know if you've ever watched on YouTube. It's a thing called updating.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's one word, so it's like a dating show.
Okay.
And they travel all the way around, right? So the thing is they blindfold people, they bring them up onto the stage, they introduce the guy first, and then they introduce the girl, and then they go on a first date blindfolded.
In front of people, right?
In front of an audience.
It's on my Snapchat.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I seen that.
It is amazing. I literally watch it. They drop either every Monday or Tuesday. I watch it every week. It's very entertaining, actually. I actually want to do it. They're coming to Chicago. I want to send in a video and audition. They're coming in January.
That'd be so sweet.
I want to try to do it.
Yeah.
But anyways, this girl that was on the show last night dropped a dime nugget, right? Because they were asking her, what do you look for in a partner and all this kind of stuff, right? And she dropped a nugget one-liner. Ambition is great. Follow through is better. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
On a little dating show?
Wow.
Somebody drops a heavy nugget?
She means business.
Ambition is great, but follow through is better.
Wow.
And she was talking about like with a partner, talking
100%.
about how they treat people and all that, because following through. But you can translate or you can like incorporate that one-liner into every aspect in your life. Like ambition and like dreams and all that kind of stuff is great, but follow through is better.
Talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
Yeah, 100%.
It's that simple.
100%.
Wow,
Damn,
that's deep.
a little zinger. I was
Wow.
like, I'm gonna remember that one for the pod.
Wow, we need to get her on the pod. Find her.
Yeah, it's interesting because they go all over. A lot of them are in LA, a lot of them are in New York, but sometimes they're in Cleveland and all that kind of stuff. And they're opening the tours. Like I said, they're coming to Chicago.
Yeah,
I got to send in like an intro video. I've been meaning to do it. I think it would be hilarious.
Let me know when. If with the light, we gotta get the light on you, bro. Swear to God,
gotta get the light on.
100%.
You just gotta talk to introduce yourself and talk about why you'd be a good fit for the show. And it's
wow.
You know what I mean?
Let me know, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
That would be awesome.
That'd be sick, bro. Well, you have to keep
a
us posted.
blindfolded first date. If I get selected, obviously, we'll go down to Chicago and do it.
Jeffrey kept you blindfolded on a date.
It'd be hilarious.
Who would have thought if that happens?
Updating.
Wow.
It's honestly so funny. Like you guys would honestly get a kick out of it.
Oh my God, I would be there in a heartbeat. I think watching something live like that is sick.
Yeah.
Like whether it's comedy, whether it's a show.
Because it's really funny.
Well, because it's not. There's no scripts.
There's no script.
This is real.
It's awesome, right? So like I said, they introduce the guy, they introduce the girl, they go on a first date, right? And then they ask each other questions and all this kind of stuff. And then like right before they take the blindfolds off, they can choose. You can either shake hands, hug, or you can kiss, right? And obviously like each episode varies. Some people kiss, some people are timid, whatever.
Different
right?
levels, yeah.
And then they take off the blindfolds and they meet each other. And then one of the people leaves the stage, and it's normally the crowd wants to hear from the girl first, and then they say, honestly, are you feeling it? Yes or no? Like after seeing him and everything, and they vote yes or no, and then the other person comes out and they vote, and then they both come back on the stage, and then they have to say their answers, and a lot of them yes, no, and it's awkward, and then it's like why, and then people come up from the crowd like, oh, I think he's really cute. Like a girl will come up from the crowd, he's really cute, I want to steal him or go on a date.
Oh
with
wow!
him. Like it's a lot of twists and turns.
That's actually really interesting.
And then like sometimes like the two people will be really vibing, and then like a girl or a guy will come up from the crowd, and then the other person will start feeling them.
Oh
and then,
my God, it's intense.
They're usually like 40 minutes.
Okay.
You guys got to watch it. It's hilarious. I put so many people onto it, bro. It's so funny.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll be watching that soon.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the confirmation from the
Just
lady.
watch a couple.
Yeah.
The one.
Yeah.
So if you watch the one from last night, it's like the Halloween one in the costumes. That
Oh,
one was
God.
like from start to finish. It was really good.
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like my thing. It's like when I see the new episode drop early in the week, I'm always kind of like later at night when I'm starting to wind down. I put it on like before I go to bed, and it's like a nice release.
I love that.
Because I haven't really been watching many TV shows right now. I haven't gotten into anything.
Yeah, we got a couple we're watching, just kind of from before.
Just filler stuff. Yeah.
It's like we watch Suits. We gotta get back on GOT.
I was thinking about maybe restarting Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's really thank you, Game of Thrones. It's really freaking good. I just gotta sit down and watch it. That's just where we're at.
I feel like I need to. I've been meaning to, but I haven't. I got to go back and watch at least a season of Friends again, just in honor of Chandler.
Yeah,
I'm blanking on his name. His real name, I forget. But
something.
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Matthew Perry.
Wow.
Sad, man. But he was a real advocate because I saw some crazy stat that said like he had spent over like $6 or $7 million on rehabilitation and had like entered himself into rehab like over 60 times.
I heard,
like, he had been struggling for so long, and he was a real advocate of an addiction and mental health and all that kind of stuff. And people don't talk about that enough. And it's so sad to hear his story, and just to kind of see where he was on Friends. And I've seen him in a couple movies like what's the one with Zac Efron? It's not 13 Going on 30 is different. That's about the girl.
17
17 again. Yeah, he's in the 17 again, and he's the guy. Shout out Tina.
I figured she'd know. Tina would know.
But I've seen him in some other stuff too, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Then to go like that,
he's
cardiac arrest, and he drowned in the hot tub or something.
Gone too soon, bro.
Gone too soon.
Yeah.
People need to speak up. Be there for each other. Love each other.
Be kind.
Be kind. Lean on
Simple.
it. You never know what anybody's going through.
No, you don't.
You know?
So I make it a priority to say hi to everyone I
Always.
talk to. I know you're the same way.
I am the same exact way.
Yeah.
I keep mentioning Jonathan because I'm always on the phone with him. He was on the phone with me when I went to Starbucks yesterday and at Portillo's, and I'm always like overly friendly to service people, right?
You are.
Cashiers
You
and all
are.
that.
You are.
I ask them their name and how they're doing and how their day's going, and I thank them so much, and I always use their name, right? It's a trick that I learned when I was younger. It's a sign of respect when you ask somebody's name and you call them by their name, right?
Yeah.
It's like it sounds different when I say thank you so much, Colton, versus just thanks.
Yeah.
Or thank you.
It's more.
You know?
There's a connection, personable.
It's a connection, exactly. And I remember I had ordered my food and I had asked the guy, what's his name and everything like that. And I walked away and he's like, "Did you work in the service industry?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And I was like, and that's the reason why I'm so nice to these people, because I don't want to be that guy that's the ass. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful and doesn't look at the people on the other side of the register as an equal human. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Damn." He's like, "I fuck with that."
Heavy.
You
I love
always
that.
have to.
You have to, bro.
Always. You never know what somebody's going through or what they're struggling with.
No, you don't know that,
or
bro.
what kind of battles they're going through. And it's like, who knows? Like, your negative encounter with them could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Right. It could.
It literally could be.
Or your positivity
or you could be the
lift them up.
light that starts shining bright in their life again. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Made me smile and kind of turn that frown upside down.
Which we all needed, baby.
Which we all need, you know, and I know that this episode it's been a roller coaster. We've kind of been all over the place.
Yeah.
Sometimes these are the best ones.
These are.
This is natural.
This
is
just
real.
us.
It's authentic. We both had long days at work. You came over at what to record this at 6:25. You pulled up.
Something like that.
I got home at 6.
Yeah.
Threw on these clothes.
We're here.
I had my tropical smoothie. It's funny enough that we talked about that last episode, and I said, you know what? Let's just fire this up.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just
Let's
asked
do
you,
it.
what do you kind of want to talk about? We covered a few things, like whatever. Let's keep it light.
Yeah.
We're letting people into our lives, and we're literally talking about what we are going through, in
the
real
moment.
time, in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Which is cool. It's like
I hope people can appreciate that.
I hope so too. It's like it's
We're
almost
just being authentic.
I know it's like a biography or like a
A documentary.
Thank you. I couldn't think. My brain's
It's been
mush.
a long day,
Been
man.
a long day.
It took me 30 seconds to find the word Superman.
Yeah.
Earlier, my brain is mush too.
Where we're at. Yeah.
I said superhero, Spider-Man, super who, Superwoman, what? Superman?
Man?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah.
But thank you guys so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
We can
wrap it up,
We
yeah.
can wrap it up here.
Yeah.
I know you're hungry. You guys are thriving off that protein bar that I gave you.
Clean. Thank you, bro.
The clean. Shout out Costco for real. Those protein bars are incredible. But thank you guys so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. It's crazy. Our next episode is episode 20.
Wow.
It feels like we just started yesterday, but this is what happens when you just say screw it and you just go for it and you try to chase your dreams.
Going for it. I love it.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro.
Great episode. Thank you guys so much again for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.